up, y'all? Welcome to Ball Don't Lie. Today we got Donai and
El Duro. Duro. El Duro.
we're gonna do a little series. We talk about different teams and how they're doing in the season and where do we expect them to go, if that makes sense. So today we're gonna talk about two teams from the West, two teams from the East. We're gonna start off
with the Jazz, my boy.
yeah, basically. So I'm gonna go and start off with them. Honestly, they're second seed right now. I think
we're first.
No, they're second right now. The Clippers are first.
Shit.
They're 15-5. I think they're fifth in offensive rating and sixth in defensive rating. They're a really good all-around team.
They're a unit. They play as a unit. They all Mitchell leading the forefront. But I think the biggest dark horse that everybody underrates. Underrates. Thank you. Oh my God. Is Mike Conley. He's always been the glue that puts them all together.
So
for me,
that's the thing. Like Donovan Mitchell had a really good season last year, and his numbers have dipped this year, but that's mostly because of the contributions of Mike Conley. Mike Conley was horrible last year. Let's not act like he wasn't. This year he stepped up his scoring, his playmaking, which they desperately needed. Donovan Mitchell just was not going to be able to handle that whole team by himself. And
then there's a year in between them where they got to play together. They played the playoffs together. Then they got the year. So it probably just took them a little while to get adjusted. But
Rudy Gobert, I don't have faith in that man still. That man can't do anything besides throw a lob and maybe defend the paint. Let's not act like that man can defend the perimeter. And let's not act like that man don't get exposed in the playoffs. But with that being said, do you see anything coming from them in the playoffs?
Second round exit.
Second round exit? You don't believe in them?
Hell no. Man, the next team we gonna talk about better than them. They just 3-1 them last year, and that's the Nuggets.
The Nuggets have been a little bit of a disappointment this year. Let's not act like they have not been.
Jamal.
They definitely made a big turnaround. They went from I think 12th seed they were at some point to what are they at? The 5th seed at 12-8.
They lost a lot of defense.
They did lose a lot of defense.
Jeremy Grant. Who else walked? I know someone else walked too. Or was it just Jeremy Grant?
Jeremy Grant was definitely the biggest person to walk, but I can't remember who. Which is crazy because if you see the type of year that Jeremy Grant is having this year, it's kind of what they wanted from Jamal Murray,
which is crazy.
Has not taken that leap. He's basically playing the same as he did last year, almost the exact same numbers. But I'm ready to say that I don't think Jamal Murray's ever going to be a regular season player. I think there's going to be such things as playoff Murray. It's not going to be playoff P. It's more going to be like a playoff Rondo type of thing, where he just elevates in the playoffs. Because Bubble Murray was different.
Well, I think me and you were talking about this. Me and you expected that man at least average 20. Well, what was it? 25-5, basically.
Yeah, somewhere around 24 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Nothing too crazy.
Off the playoffs last year, but damn, that man's a letdown right now. But hey, listen, you better come up in playoff time though. Well, hopefully, Jokic is a god right now though. Man among boys. That man, MVP, triple double, every other night. Point guard for them, all that stuff, bro.
Putting up 27, 9, and 12. If you want me to be honest, if the record was a little better, he'd be my MVP pick right now. He's just playing incredible. His defense isn't as bad as people make it seem to be.
He can be better though.
He can be better, but with the way he is, his body shape and stuff, is there really anything else he can do? He guards the paint pretty well, and he tries at least on the pick and roll when he switched on the guards. But let's not act like that's barbecue chicken.
It's barbecue chicken against him though. That's what it is. It's like, for example, you put up another quality big man against him. Let's say, for example, Anthony Davis. Comida.
And if you want me to, and to be honest, their defensive rating didn't drop that much. Their offensive rating only went up by 1, and we can contribute that not only to Jokic's play, but Michael Porter Jr. has been a great addition. He's averaging around 17 points right now on 50% shooting from 3.
Which that's insane.
On 5 attempts, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be that fucking.
He
that
just
efficient.
can't guard a parked car. He cannot guard a parked car to save his life. That man is.
Fuck.
He can't.
All right,
Bro.
Bradley Beal.
He can't guard a stick. Bro, like.
Yeah, it's. Hey man, listen.
And believe it or not,
he got the body type to be a good defender. I don't know.
He does. Believe it or not, they only dropped in defensive rating by 4.
4 points?
Yeah. So they were 16th last year. They're 20th now. I think they'll be able to pick it back up. Gary Harris needs to step up. He's supposed to be a two-way player, and he's not playing like it.
You know, to be honest, that's how bad he's playing. I completely forgot he's on that team. Gary Harris. And I forgot they lost Craig. I forgot they
still
lost
got
Craig.
Will Barton, though. Will Barton and Gary Harris are decent players.
But they're more offensive. I'm talking about defensive-wise. Torrey Craig was a really good defender for them. Jeremy Grant, but they ended up picking JaMychal Green. He's alright, but it's like he's not no Jeremy Grant. I think Torrey Craig and Jeremy Grant were better defensively, but they both walk, so it's like, what can they do about it, bruh?
Speaking about defensive teams, the Miami Heat was last year a fluke.
Of course.
I don't think so.
It's happening. It's not. They not making it to the finals again.
Jimmy Butler has missed a bunch of games. They have missed a lot of key contributors. Bam Adebayo's playing out of his mind. Tyler Hero's playing out of his mind. They're just in a slump right now. I think they'll figure it out. They gave it their all during the finals. I think they're just a little bit gassed. They are sitting at 7-13.
Explain the Lakers then. No. That ain't an excuse for them, bro. Hell no. For me. That's not an excuse. Gas, need gas.
I still think they're gonna make the playoffs. They're at 7.
Obviously they're gonna make the playoffs. They're not getting past the second round though. Not the Celtics. Let's say I don't see them beating the Celtics.
Who's stopping Bam?
This man said
Daniel Tice?
This man said Bam. It's alright.
Can anybody on that team guard Jimmy? Is there anybody on that team that Jimmy can't guard?
What do you mean? Like nobody can't guard Jimmy on that team?
They can.
I think Jaylen Brown can stick him. He can.
That's barbecue chicken.
That's not barbecue chicken, bro. He's not gonna play Jaylen Brown. Not this year. Not the way Jaylen Brown's playing this year.
Who? Jaylen Brown is playing like an All NBA caliber.
Not the way Jaylen Brown
playing
this year.
But we're not talking about the Celtics right now.
I know we not.
So, nothing with the Heat
the Sixers either.
He bugging. They not. Sixers to the finals, baby. But with that being said, I'm not too concerned about them. They did drop significantly. Their offensive rating went from like 7th to 26th, and their defensive rating went from like 10th, if I remember, to 22nd. So,
but the biggest 2 players were out, so it's like
I'm not.
It's like we can't base it off of that because Bam was out for a little while, and Jimmy was out for like almost a month and a half now.
And let's not forget, it's not the end of the world if they do bad this season because free agency is coming up and they have so much cap space to work with. I definitely expect them to pick up a big free agent.
They gotta get somebody big. If they get somebody big, that's a contender, a championship team.
Speaking about getting big players, the Nets. Yo, tell me that transition wasn't nice. All right. The Nets.
Man, where do we even start with them, bro? All right, listen, I'll put it to you like this. On everything I love, 1, 2, and 3, KD, James Harden, and KD, you can't stop them.
Kyrie, and Harden.
You can't game plan for that. There's no way you game plan for that. You can run zone, they all can shoot. The whole team can shoot. It's like you can't game plan for their defensive wise. It's that they are horrible at the other end. Horrendous. Bro, oh my God, son.
Is it safe to say that Harden, because Harris is a decent defender. Harden has definitely improved on the defensive end. KD has the ability to be an all-defensive type of player if he really wanted to. Kyrie, when he buckles down, he can.
He was way better defensively when he was with Golden
Warriors.
State.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Joe Harris is not a bad defender. What the fuck? What's up with them?
As barbecue chicken, anybody going up against Joe Harris? But anyway.
But he's not a liability. He's not a
Alright.
liability.
All right, bro. They're all liabilities, but they aren't liabilities. If you get what I'm trying to say, like they can all defend, but they can't defend. I don't know how to explain that, but like, it's like, bro, as a cohesive team, they all suck at defense. It's playing.
I mean, look at our coaches. When's the last time Steve Nash played defense? Y'all tell me. Somebody tell me. Who's the assistant coach? Mike D'Antoni. When's the last time that man's ever played defense?
Man, that man's an offensive guru. That's why.
So I mean, it's since the Harden trade, they have. First of all, Harden has brought so much playmaking. If you want me to be honest, I didn't expect Harden to be the one to take the step back, shot creating wise, and become the playmaker.
That is true.
He has become true. KD is having an MVP caliber season, the best season of his career, dropping 31, 6, and 7 on what? 52% from the field and almost 50% from three.
Man, that man's going insane, and that's the thing. Nobody's talking about him being an MVP either.
Because
he's not. It's just crazy.
The Nets are third or fourth seed. KD is putting up those numbers, and he's not an MVP. He's in MVP discussion, but look who's ahead of him: Jokic, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. KD is not getting the respect he deserves because look at how the team is playing. The team needs to buckle down defensively, or they can kiss the finals goodbye.
Just look at the last 3 games, bro. Just look at them.
Awful. They lost to the Wizards?
Yeah, bro. And that's it's crazy, son. It's crazy. It's crazy how they lost to them. Bill comes up, split at inbound pass, stolen.
Westbrook out of all people hitting a game-winning 3, bro.
Man. Yo, he hit that jump.
Westbrook, I can't.
Westbrook.
Not that game though, yo. You cooking them boys.
Shooting better than your boy Luka.
Don't do that.
No, we don't want to do that now, huh?
Y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments below. Like I said, as far as all these teams go, Utah Jazz second round exit. The Nuggets. The Nuggets can definitely make the Western Conference.
They range for me. They range. It depends who they match up against second round, but they range from second round exit to Western Conference exit. Nuggets.
Heck no. Oh, the Nuggets. Okay, yeah, the Nuggets. Yeah, I thought you meant the Jazz. Okay.
Nah.
And then
who else? The Heat. They not getting past the second round unless they play like a bum team that gets past easily by the first round. They not. I don't see them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't.
You don't believe in Jimmy.
I don't believe in
Jimmy.
Jimmy, Bill's better than him anyways. Yes, sir.
And the Nets,
it's championship or bust.
Truthfully speaking, I mean, they have 3 of the best players in the league and 3 of the most gifted offensive players in history. If they cannot get this done, I don't want to hear nothing about them players.
Nah, what was it? Kyrie wants to win on his own. KD wants to win one on his own. Harden never won shit.
Wanted to win on their own just to create a super team. That's great. But let us know what y'all think in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll be back to talk about 4 teams next week. Vamos!